Hey guys, welcome to our February game releases. I'm going to be doing this video on my own. Alex was over earlier a couple weeks ago, but we had some technical issues with our mic here. And yeah, basically we weren't able to get that solved, so I'm doing it now. I won't be able to see Alex anytime soon, so yeah, let's get started. Alright, so this next game we got here is kind of a big deal. It's Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. So it's going to be set after the events of Metal Gear Solid 4. I believe it was 4 years after it. Somewhere around there, 4 or 5. Anyway, it's going to be a hack and slash spin-off game of the Metal Gear series. And it's coming out to Xbox and PS3 in February. So yeah, that is definitely going to be one of the bigger games coming out. It actually looks really good. Like, I know it's might kind of ruin the excitement a little that it's a spin-off and not a main game, but yeah, it does look really good. I watched gameplays of it. I'm definitely excited for it. I'll be looking at that one when it comes out. So yeah, everyone make sure to keep their eye on that one if you're into the Metal Gear Solid series. Alright, so this next one's kind of a big deal too. It's been being a really good month so far. Dead Space 3 is coming out in February, so yeah, that's one of the biggest series out there right now. It's for those of you who don't know, it's like a horror shooter game. I just read a couple days ago that they've announced that anyone with save data for Mass Effect 3 will get like Captain Shepard armor or whatever in the game in Dead Space 3 as like a costume to wear. I'm not really sure how that, if it affects you or makes you stronger, if it's just cool looking armor, but yeah, so that's definitely a game check out. For the armor thing, it's important to note that don't expect it to work like across consoles or something. So if you have Mass Effect 3 on PS3 and you buy Dead Space on the Xbox, don't expect that armor. But yeah, so definitely this month has already got 2 great games. Dead Space 3 is definitely one of those 2 to look at. So yeah, go check that one out. It comes out early February, so get it right on that one right away. And this month just keeps getting better. The next game's Crysis 3. I know, I'm pretty sure Crysis 3 is one of those series. It's kind of, it's kind of always a controversy whether it's actually that good or not. It's one of those series where, there's one side that hates it, one side that really likes it. I don't really know why. I personally think the Crysis series is a great series, so I'll definitely be looking forward to this one too. I'm going to have to decide in February which games I can buy. But it's a first-person shooter game, so yeah, that probably appeals to a lot more people. I know the first-person shooter genre is one of those popular genres out there lately. So yeah, definitely go check that one out. It's so far my game of the month out of the amazing games we've had so far. So yeah, that one comes out mid-February, I believe. So go check that out around halfway, a couple weeks into February. Okay, so the next game we have here is Aliens Colonial Marines. It's developed by Gearbox, who's most notably known for the Borderlands series. Borderlands 2 just came out not that long ago. It was one of the top games of 2012, that's for sure. And anyway, this game's coming out to quite a few consoles, so yeah, we'll see that coming up soon, about halfway through February. It's a sci-fi, I guess it could be considered a horror too, but it's a first-person shooter game. And it's got some really good features, actually. Some stuff like you can use a welding torch to like seal doors and stuff like that. So that's a really cool feature. Like if you're escaping, you can take up a welding torch and block people from chasing you. So yeah, that definitely got some cool little bonus stuff like that you don't usually expect from a video game. So if you're into more the sci-fi, like border or Gearbox is pretty well known, for not sticking to realistic shooters. Like, a lot of games these days are just Marines, you're in war, real life. If you're more into, like, the sci-fi, imagination, fantasy kind of shooting games, then definitely go check this one out. It'll, it should definitely be a good one for you then. Next up, we have a 3DS game. It's Fire Emblem Awakening. So, yeah, Fire Emblem's definitely been a big series on portables, and it probably will continue to be for quite a while, actually. It's a strategy role-playing game, and sounds like it's not that different than any of the past Fire Emblems, or, well, any of the recent Fire Emblems, but they've got, like, a class system in it now, and the classes, it says over 40 classes are available, so that's quite the collection there. And for skills, you can have 5 skills at once, and then the skills. I think each class has their own set of skills, so then all your skills and strengths, weaknesses will change with your class, and you can change classes at any time. I think I'm not sure if you can do it any time, but you can change classes. That might, I don't know, cost something, or you have to go somewhere, but. Anyway, yeah, so it looks like a pretty good game. I don't think 3DS has really still sold that many, but for people who have it, it definitely looks like something to check out if you're a RPG or a strategy fan. So yeah, go look into that one. Next up is Rayman Legends. This is the second Rayman game that we've talked about in our series here, but this one's coming out to the Wii U only. I don't know if that'll change. I think it was Rayman Origins came out to the PC way later. Then I think that's one we covered with just the PC version. The other one had already been out for a while. Anyway, it's developed by Ubisoft. I know Ubisoft has their Uplay thing now. They use it with Far Cry and Assassin's Creed and stuff. And I know the Wii U, not that long ago, received support for Uplay, so I'd say expect that in this game. For those of you who don't know what Rayman is, it's a platformer game. It's a side-scroller, pretty simple. Yeah, there's not much to say about it. It's pretty much... I don't think the Rayman games really changed that much over the time. But it's basically just, yeah, side-scroller where you just run around, fight people, punch, kick. I think it's a pretty simple button control scheme. Like, you could probably do it on an SNES controller. It doesn't take many buttons. But anyway, yeah, so this is the first Rayman coming out to the Wii U. So for those Wii U fans that have been dying for this game, then yeah, it's coming out late February. Alright guys, so that's every game that's coming out in February. It's not a big selection. In fact, it's definitely a bigger one than we've been seeing lately. January and December were kind of dead months. This month's definitely seeing some big games though from what we have here. Got at least 3 games that are huge titles coming out, good sequels. So anyway, now I'm gonna talk about our game of the month for February. So I talked to Alex, and we agreed that our game of the month for January was DMC, the new Devil May Cry. And I wanted to say Ghost Warrior 2, but that release date got pushed back yet again. It's not coming out in January anymore. It's actually coming out March is the release date now. But we'll definitely see, because that was originally supposed to come out August last year. So anyway, yeah, we picked DMC for our game of the month. It's just, there weren't that many choices in January, and it definitely stood out. It's one of the bigger releases in the last little while. If you go pretty much any website that's like a gaming site, you'll see, links to it, stuff like that. It's definitely one of the more hyped up games in a while, but unfortunately it's got a lot of kind of bad hype too. A lot of people are saying that it just ruined the series. I think there were actually letters going into Obama telling him to take DMC off the shelf because it was so offensive or something like that. At least I think that was for DMC. But anyway, I think it's still a really good game. I think, that's just more people overreacting. I don't think it's really done anything. It looks a lot of fun. I haven't got a chance to try it yet, but I definitely still want to. So, anyway, yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching our February 2013 game releases. This marks 1 full year. Well, I guess last month did, but this is our starting a new year, because we started these February 2012. So yeah, we've been doing these for a while now, so we don't see any chance of stopping anytime soon. So yeah, subscribe, like the video, and you'll definitely should be seeing more coming.